Okay, for the morning chanting, turn to page 5 of your retreat chanting book. Okay, we will do the salutation before we start. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipano Bhagavato Sakkha Sangho Sanghang Namami. Turn to page 5, retreat chanting book. So we will start with the dedication of offering. To the Blessed One, the Lord, who fully attained perfect enlightenment, to the teaching which he expounded so well, and to the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, to these the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, we render with offerings our rightful homage. It is well for us that the Blessed One, having attained liberation, still had compassion for later generation. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed One, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dhamma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Now let us pay preliminary homage to the Buddha.
Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One.
Now let us chant in the praise of the Buddha.
The Tathagata is the pure one, the perfectly enlightened one. He is impeccable in conduct and understanding, the accomplished one, the knower of the world. He trains perfectly those who wish to be trained. He is teacher of gods and humans. He is awake and holy. In this world with its gods, demons, and kind spirits, its seekers and sages, celestial and human beings, he has by deep insight revealed the truth. He has pointed out the Dhamma, beautiful in the beginning, beautiful in the middle, beautiful in the end. He has explained the spiritual life of complete purity in its actions and conventions. I chant my praise to the Blessed One. I bow my head to the Blessed One.
Now let us chant in praise of the Dhamma.
Well expounded is the Dhamma of the Blessed One, can be realized in the here and the now, beyond time, beyond thought, inviting investigation, leading inwards to the heart, Nibbana, can be understood by the wise each for themselves. I chant my praise to this teaching. I bow my head to this truth.
Now let us chant in praise of the Sangha.
They are the Blessed One disciples who have good conduct, who have upright conduct, who have wise conduct, who have dutiful conduct. That is the four pairs, the 8 kinds of noble beings. These are the Blessed One's disciples. Such ones are worthy of gifts, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, worthy of respect. They give occasion for incomparable goodness to arise in the world. I chant my praise to the Sangha. I bow my head to the Sangha.
Now let us chant our salutation to the Triple Gem and the passage of encouragement.
The Buddha, absolutely pure, with ocean-like compassion, possessing this clear insight of wisdom, destroyer of worldly self-corruption, devotedly indeed, that Buddha I revere. The teaching of the Lord, like a lamp, illuminating the path and its fruit, the deathless, that which is beyond the conditioned world, devotedly indeed, that Dhamma I revere. The Sangha, the most fertile ground for cultivation, those who have realized peace, awaken after the accomplished one, noble and wise, all longing abundant, devotedly indeed, that Sangha I revere. This salutation should be made to that which is worthy. Through the power of such good action, may all obstacles disappear. One who knows things as they are has come into this world, and he is an Arahant, a perfectly awakened being, purifying the way, leading out of delusion, coming and directing to perfect peace, and leading to enlightenment. This way he has made known. Having heard the teaching, we know this.
Birth is suffering, aging is suffering, sickness, disease is suffering, and death is suffering. Sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair are suffering. Association with the dislike is suffering. Separation from one's loved one and our prized possession is suffering. Not attaining one's wishes is suffering. In brief, the 5 aggregates of graspings are suffering. These are as follows: identification with the body, identification with feeling, identification with perception, identification with mental formations, identification with consciousness. For the complete understanding of this, the Blessed One in his lifetime
frequently instructed his disciples in just this way. In addition, he further instructed Rupang anicca, Vedana anicca, Sanya anicca, Sankhara anicca, Vinyanang anicca, Rupang anatta, Vedana anatta, Sanya anatta, Sankhara anatta, Vinyanang anatta, Sabbe sankhara anicca, Sabbe dhamma anattati. All of us are bound by birth, aging, sickness, and death, by sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair, bound by suffering and obstructed by suffering. Let us all aspire to complete freedom from suffering. The Blessed One, who long ago attained Parinibbana, is our refuge. So too are the Dhamma and the Sangha. Attentively we follow the pathway of that Blessed One with all of our mindfulness and strength. May then the cultivation of this practice lead us to the end of every kind of suffering.
Okay, we'll do the closing homage. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sanghang Namami. Okay, you all can be seated. You do the reflection on ANATTALAKKHADA Sutta. Huh? Okay, turn to page 43, the English translation. The discourse on the characteristics of non-self, or ANATTALAKKHADA Sutta. So, as shared by me yesterday, that the Buddha, through this sutta, enable the 5 ascetics that were close to him to become all arahant. But this sutta was not the first sermon. The first sermon was the page before, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the first sermon. The sermon on the Four Noble Truths and its 3 turning, the middle path. Okay. Now I will read to you all. You all pay attention. Introduction. All beings shall take pain to understand the characteristics of anatta. So like I explained, anatta here means not only non-self, it's not a permanent unchanging entity. And because it's not a permanent unchanging entity, you cannot deludedly grasp at it, cling on to it and say, this is self, this is me, this is I. therefore I can own things, all this can be mine. That is Sakkayaditthi. Then the other thing about anatta is the Buddha called it not a permanent unchanging entity, which means everything that you see or observe in the universe, all phenomena, you cannot own them, you cannot have them, and they are not so real, in the sense that everything arises and passes away, like what we go through. The only reality within life is the present moment awareness. And how stable is it? Split second is there and gone, split second is here. So we cannot deny things happen. But all this arises within the moment, and split second is gone. That's why if you look at life clearly with this understanding, then you realize it's empty. Empty nature of existence. Ultimately, nothing to hold on to. You can have a lot of memory, idea, all those things, but gone, no more. Just like my analogy, since birth until now, you cannot deny you were born. And you experience all those moments. But then I ask you, is it real? There is nothing you can do about it. You can only recall through memory. 往事只能回味. So that is the meaning. So here anatta is beyond non-self, empty nature existence. So the sutta say all beings should take pain to understand these characteristics of anatta. Means not only non-self, it's not a permanent unchanging entity, and it also points towards the empty nature of existence, which provide meshless, the word is meshless, deliverance from the self-belief, Sakkayaditthi, from holding on to something, believing that it is a permanent unchanging entity where you can own them, have them. Then as taught by the Supreme Buddha, this teaching is given so that those who meditate based on experiential realities may arrive at perfect comprehension, means enlightenment. It is for the development of perfect understanding of these phenomena and for the investigation of all defiled mind moments. The consequence of this practice or cultivation is total deliverance. So the desirous of bringing this teaching forth with great benefit, with its great benefit, let us now recite the sutta. So maybe we recite together. Thus have I heard, at one time the Blessed One was dwelling near Benares at Isipatana in the Deer Park. There he addressed the group of 5 bhikkhu. Now you listen. Yeah, this is how he actually proclaimed it. And they become arahants straight away. And it's not difficult. You listen. He said, form bhikkhu is non-self or anatta. If bhikkhu form was self, then form would not lead to affliction. True or not? Your physical body, if it's you, self, you can control, own, and do something about it, then there is no affliction in it. Don't tell me you want your body to go through suffering and affliction. No. But because it is non-self, that's why when you want to get sick, it never asks permission from you, isn't it? And it cannot talk to you, isn't it? Although my teacher said if he can talk, he would have told you that. So all this point towards the anatta nature of our physical body. But since bhikkhu, form is non-self, form therefore leads to affliction, and one is not able to say in regards to form, let my form be thus, let my form not be thus, because there is no possibility of control or ownership. And similarly, he repeats, feeling is non-self. If bhikkhu, feeling was self, feeling would not lead to affliction. And one might be able to say in regards to feeling, let my feeling be thus, and let my feeling not be thus. But since bhikkhu, feeling is non-self, feeling therefore leads to affliction, and one is not able to see, to say in regards to feeling, let my feeling be thus, and let my feeling not be thus. Then he repeats for perception, mental formation. We move on so that we can save time. And finally, consciousness. So everything you come to feel, perceive, create through sankhara activity and consciousness, they cannot be self. Because these are nature's condition, dependent originating, condition arising, cause of phenomena. But the one I share with you, one also points towards that. Self means it belongs to you, you can own it. If feeling is self, what I tell you is, when you meditate, you're silent, then you realize as you go through life, you live life, feeling come and go, you didn't die. So how can feeling be you? Isn't it? That's why it's non-self. But the Buddha used the lack of control. That's why it also reflects it doesn't belong to you. Otherwise you can instruct, let this feeling not be such. But cannot. Or let the body don't get old, don't get sick and die. It don't listen to you. So this part is very good. Then after that, the magical one is the second and the third one. Then the Buddha asked the bhikkhu, what do you think about this bhikkhu? Is form permanent or impermanent? What is your understanding? Yeah? Physical body. Definitely you know, you meditate before. Because this form go the way of nature, it will decay, get old, get sick, and finally die. So this one is definitely dependent originating, condition arising, impermanent. Feeling also same, come and go. So the reply from the monk is very good. Impermanent, Lord. Then the Buddha point out a very important statement or fact, is it? But that which is impermanent leads to affliction, painful. That which is impermanent, is it painful or pleasurable? Definitely painful. You cannot get what you want because you want the good one, forever young. Don't get old, don't get sick, and don't die. Cannot. Then all the beautiful moments you want it to last forever. How can? It's impossible. So he said, if you see this, then you will understand clearly. Then definitely the answer from the monk is painful, Lord. But is it fit to consider that which is impermanent, painful, and of the nature to change as the me and the I, and call it, this is mine, I am this is mine. This is self, not this is mine again. Yeah, otherwise you repeat. Then they reply, definitely it is not, Lord. Then he repeat for perception, mental formation, then consciousness, then turn to next page. Therefore, bhikkhu, this conclusion is very important. Whatever form There is past, future, present, internal or external, gross or subtle, inferior or superior, whether it is far or near. All forms should, by means of right wisdom, be seen as it really is. Thus, this is not mine, I am not this, that is not myself. Then whatsoever perception, this one is repeat, then he repeat for mental formation or sankhara, then consciousness. Then the last part is the awakening one. Seeing in this way, bhikkhu, the wise noble disciple becomes disenchanted with form, because when you realize its impermanent characteristic, when you realize it brings about affliction, how can you still cling on to it, hold on to it, and want to own it? So it becomes very clear. So this disenchantment, the fading away of craving, is the wisdom part that liberates the cultivator. So he says, seeing in this way, bhikkhu, the wise noble disciple becomes disenchanted with form, becomes disenchanted with feeling, perception, mental formation or sankhara, and finally consciousness. Becoming disenchanted, their passion or craving or desire fade away. With the fading away of passion or desire, the heart is liberated. With liberation comes wisdom or knowledge in the here and the now. It is liberated, and they know, destroy its birth. The holy life has been lived. Done is what has to be done. There is no more coming into the state of being. Means no more becoming. Thus spoke the Blessed One delighted. The group of the 5 bhikkhus or ascetics rejoice in what the Lord or the Buddha has said. Moreover, while this discourse was being delivered, the mind of all the 5 bhikkhus were free from defilement, through clinging no more, and they all become arahant. So this is the ANATTALAKKHADA Sutta. So the Buddha approached it slightly differently, but it's very beautiful. Yeah. So when you really contemplate and reflect, then you realize what the Buddha has realized is so clear, so true. So our purpose of cultivating the Dhamma is to realize this noble teaching. That's why when you contemplate and reflect, you just inquire and ask that same few questions. Then you will awaken. Okay? Just sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So just now the alarm went over. Now you can have your meditation. It's supposed to be 1 hour. Yeah. I think now you got slightly less. Minimum 45 minutes of formal meditation. Followed by 15 minutes of daily mindfulness training. We are standing in contemplation, bowing, etc. as before. So this 15 minutes of what they call mindfulness training, you can do the walking meditation. It's very good. Last time I came here, I do a lot of this walking, mindfully walking. Go for a relaxed walk. When you find you're sitting boring or hard, you go for a relaxed walk. There is awareness, mindfulness training. Then when you go for a relaxed walk, there is no stress, no tension. You feel very light, at ease. And you feel everything like return to normalcy. That's how you meditate. To meditate, you must be relaxed and at ease. And when you can do that, your senses become sensitive, your awareness can build up. Okay, I now let you meditate on your own.